Hello and welcome to Endolifka Jewellery. You haven't been here before, my name is Lauren and today I'm going to be talking about skincare for jewellers, which is something that you might not have thought about, and it's definitely something that I didn't think about when I started working in the industry. Well, it is important. And when I was starting to do my skincare routine yesterday, I thought it might be something that other jewellers find valuable, so I just thought I'd do a video on it. When I started working professionally in the jewellery industry 12 years ago, no one spoke to me about how tough it can be on your skin and what steps you should go through to protect your skin and cleanse your skin properly. And within a few months I had developed like a lot of very painful deep acne on my face. My hands were in bad condition, and so I had to kind of learn how to properly look after my skin. And maybe you're watching this and you're going through the same problem, or maybe you're just now realising that you've had problems since you started making jewellery and you haven't connected the two. So I'm going to talk about two different areas of your body today. I'm going to talk about your face and also your hands. It's very, very important to take care of your hands, so let's start with that. So your hands are the most important tools that you use when you're making jewellery. I think you use your hands for pretty much every process, at least that I can think of at the top of my head. Maybe you can think of a process that doesn't involve your hands, let me know in the comments below. And it's good to keep them in good condition. Now, they will naturally form calluses, flexible calluses over time, that protect your hands when you are working with tools, and that's fine. But you don't want them all cut open, you don't want, cracked, dry skin, because, if you get like pickle in that, or you get some kind of chemical in it, it's very painful, it's, not good for you. So the first thing that I recommend is using a barrier cream, and this is actually what I learnt from working in a jewellery workshop. After a few months, I noticed that there was a pot of something on like a communal tool bench that a lot of the jewellers were coming into the workshop, just dipping their finger in it and then just rubbing it all over their hands and walking off. And I asked the foreman, what is that? What are they using? And he said, oh, it's barrier cream. Like, you can use it if you want, not everyone does. And I was like, well, what does it do? And he said, it just makes it easier to clean your hands at the end of the day. So I definitely started using it. But no, barrier cream also makes a protective layer on your hand. You only use a very small amount. And looking into it, it can apparently prevent some of the chemicals and things getting absorbed into your skin. That's just from my research. I'm not 100% sure on that. It does definitely form a barrier on your skin. And at the very least, it does genuinely make it easier to wash your hands at the end of the day. It can be a nightmare to wash all of the dirt off your hands. And anything that makes that easier is always good. I don't have any in my workshop at the moment because I keep forgetting to buy more. But when I started, I just used Bepanthen, nappy rash cream. Obviously, that's not what it is designed for, but it is a barrier cream. You can buy barrier creams that are specifically made for hands. You can buy barrier creams that are specifically made for artists. And I would always recommend starting with a barrier cream and then just reapply it throughout the day. Whenever you wash your hands, just add a little layer of barrier cream again, and that's the first layer of protection for your hands. At the end of the day, when I've finished in the workshop and I have washed my hands, I always apply hand lotion. I just keep a hand lotion in the workshop. I wouldn't apply it while I am making jewellery because it's scented, and scented hand lotions are not good for metal, sometimes it can tarnish. But I only use that after I've finished working. If you want one that you're going to use throughout the day, I'd recommend an unscented one. And when I get home, I will also apply more. I apply O'Keeffe's, which in my opinion is the best hand cream for jewellers. It's my favourite. I do prefer the one that comes in a round plastic pot that you unscrew the lid. We just have it in a tube because that's my boyfriend's hand cream that I'm stealing at the moment. And there is one other hand cream that I did use sometimes as well that I found to be very, very good, and it was the Body Shop hemp hand cream. The hemp one in particular is very, very good for hands that work a lot. And once a week or once every couple of weeks, if I remember, I will also exfoliate my hands with an exfoliant. When I didn't have any, I used to just sometimes use olive oil and sugar and just do like a little hand scrub once in a while, just to keep my hands in good condition, and then obviously moisturise after. We are 2 jewellers in this household, so we have hand cream absolutely everywhere. I went around the house and just took a few videos of the ones that I could just find sitting out around the house, but we definitely have more hidden away in different places. It's absolutely everywhere in our home because it's very important. And next I want to go on to the face. So like I said, I was getting a lot of deep, painful acne, a lot of pimples when I started in the industry. And it's because your face gets very, very dirty, even if you don't notice it. At the end of the day, especially if you've been polishing, if you kind of wipe either your chin or your nose especially, because those are the areas that get hit the most, even if it doesn't look that dirty, if you just wipe the skin, if you've been using rouge, you will see like a red streak across, or, you know, use a different polishing compound, you will see that colour, even if it doesn't look like it at first. And even if you haven't been polishing, you know, buff paper makes your hands quite dirty. If you're buffing a lot, you might touch your face throughout the day without realising. So I used to always carry some face wipes with me when I was working in the industry, just in my bag, and at the end of the day just wipe down my face, neck, ears. You know, if you're adjusting a headphone or something, you know, you're touching that skin too, just to try and wipe the grime off from the day. I don't use face wipes anymore, but when I get home, I do, as a bare minimum, wipe my face down with micellar water and a soft cloth. And when you're wiping your face down, you need to make sure you're getting all of your face, your ears, and anywhere above the neckline of the shirt that you're wearing. So if you're wearing a lower cut shirt, you know, you want to get all of this area. If you're wearing a higher neck, you know, just anywhere above the neckline, because there'll probably be grime on that area of skin. When using motors, you know, it all tends to fly up towards your face, and any exposed skin is going to get hit. So if I'm in a rush, that is like the only thing I will do. If, you know, if I need to be out somewhere, I'll just use micellar water because it does really grip the grime. If I am staying home and have more time, I will then go in with an oil cleanser, which is very good at deep cleaning the pores, getting stuff out of the pores. So I prefer to use this solid oil cleanser from the Body Shop. If you use a liquid cleanser, that's fine as well. Just something oil based that is going to grab any kind of compound that's in your skin. And after that, because I don't like the feel of the oil afterwards, you know, I like to go in with another cleanser. At the moment, I'm just using a hot cloth cleanser because it's what I have to hand, but any kind of cleanser is fine. If you also don't want to, I think it's fine just to leave the oil cleanser on your skin. It's just I don't like it. And then once a week, I will use a face mask. If I am using like a clay mask or a sheet mask, I will also use a pore strip on my nose, just because my nose tends to have a lot of stuff get into it. Any like big pores that you see on your nose are not necessarily grime or blackheads. It's sebaceous filaments, which are a sign of healthy skin. But I do think that as jewellers, we get a lot of stuff clogging our pores, you know, so I prefer once a week to just make sure that there's nothing there. And then maybe once a month or every 3 or 4 weeks, I would like to use a peel off mask just to get everything out of my face. And that's what I did last night. After I use my face mask, I rinse my face with water to get rid of the mask, and then apply my moisturiser, or you can use your serum, whatever, skincare, retinol, you know, whatever you want afterwards. And that is the end of my routine. So that was just a quick video just to talk about this, because it's not something that's really taught when you learn jewellery. And these days there's a lot more self-taught jewellers who might not know about barrier cream because they might not have worked in a professional workshop before. And I just wanted to share the information. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!